Welcome to the WION podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we uncover how the deadly nexus of drones, drugs, and insurgents emerging from the Golden Triangle is quietly reshaping security threats in India's northeast. To understand how this network operates, we need to follow the trail to one of its most critical gateways. When India's National Investigation Agency swept up 6 Ukrainian nationals and 1 American citizen at airports in Delhi, Lucknow, and Kolkata last week, the immediate charge was terrorism. But the geography of the alleged conspiracy pointed somewhere older and deeper. A border corridor in Mizoram that, for decades, has been one of the Golden Triangle's most reliable entry points into India, carrying first opium, then heroin, then industrial-scale methamphetamine. The accused allegedly entered Mizoram without mandatory restricted area permits, crossed into Myanmar, met ethnic armed groups hostile to India, and helped ferry large consignments of drones from Europe into the region, according to NIA submissions before Patiala House Court in New Delhi this week. A Delhi court has remanded them in custody until March 27th. All charges remain at the allegation and investigation stage. No drug charges have been filed in this specific case. The connection, however, is structural. The ethnic armed organizations the NIA names operate across the same geography, Myanmar's Shan and Chin states, that the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime identifies as the epicenter of the world's largest illicit methamphetamine and opium economy. In Myanmar, the drug trade and the gun trade have long been financed by the same hands. Myanmar overtook Afghanistan as the world's largest illicit opium producer in 2023, following the Taliban's near-total ban on poppy cultivation. By 2025, UNODC data showed opium poppy cultivation in Myanmar had climbed a further 17% to approximately 53,100 hectares, a 10-year high, with the sharpest increases in areas that border India directly. Simultaneously, methamphetamine seizures across East and Southeast Asia reached 236 tons in 2024, a 24% rise over an already record-breaking prior year, even as wholesale prices fell, a sign, UNODC noted, that supply was outpacing enforcement by a significant margin. India is absorbing the consequences in hard numbers. Nationwide seizures of amphetamine-type stimulants, the category that includes methamphetamine, more than doubled from 34 quintals in 2023 to 80 quintals in 2024, India's Press Information Bureau reported in 2025. The total value of all narcotics seized across India in 2024 rose roughly 55% year-on-year to approximately 25,130 crore rupees. In November 2024 alone, the Indian Coast Guard intercepted a Myanmarese fishing vessel in the Andaman Sea carrying approximately 5,500 kilograms of methamphetamine, the single largest drug haul in the service's history, according to an official Coast Guard release. That trajectory has forced a vocabulary shift at the highest levels. At the launch of the International Narcotics Control Board's 2023 annual report at UN House in New Delhi, in April 2024, India's Narcotics Control Bureau Deputy Director General Monica Ashish Batra stated that investigations were showing drug proceeds increasingly being used to fund terrorism and to support armed groups, a framing she described as rising narco-terrorism. The INCB report itself warned that drug trafficking profits in South Asia were being channeled to fund armed groups. Earlier, India's Home Minister Amit Shah has separately stated that drug money is financing Naxalism, terrorism, and separatism, with the NIA and Enforcement Directorate deployed to financially choke these networks. On the Eastern Front, Indian security agencies and researchers at the Manohar Parrikar Institute for Defence Studies and Analyses have for years documented that outfits including NSCNK and Anti-Torx Ulfa are embedded in the drug economy of Kachin and Shan states, using opium cultivation and trafficking revenue to sustain cadres, purchase weapons, and fund operations. While the record on India's Western Front already carries the argument in court-filed detail. In the Salaya case, the NIA has told a Gujarat court that 500 kilograms of heroin smuggled by sea from Pakistan was part of a transnational narco-terror conspiracy to finance Lashkar-e-Taiba, with masterminds traced to Pakistan, the UAE, Italy, and Australia, according to NIA charge sheets. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Handwara network investigated since 2020 yielded heroin seizures, over 1.15 crore rupees in cash and 91 lakh rupees buried in a dismissed BSF officer's field, described by the NIA in its charge sheet as drug proceeds destined for Lashkar-e-Taiba and Hizbul Mujahideen. The NIA's latest case, if its allegations are proven, would mark a qualitative escalation in that calculus. Narco-funded ethnic armed groups now allegedly stand accused of acquiring drone technology capable of supporting more sophisticated operations against Indian security forces, and of using a European supply chain to do it. The agency has told the Delhi court it is seeking custody partly to ascertain the alleged source of funding, a phrase that suggests investigators are already following the money and asking whether it leads back through the same narco-financing structures. Thanks for tuning into this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.